So guess what? We're going to the King of Hammers and we are going to be taking the Terex. So I know a lot of you guys have asked if I still have it. I still have it, so we're going to get it loaded up on the trailer. But before we do...
He doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah, something like Dave keeps saying that. I do like it. It's just been something different so far with the new machine. So
he actually sold it. It's gone.
Yeah, whatever.
Just kidding.
So what we're going to do is basically... We're going to do a little bit of a test on this and use a couple different products. But before we do that, you guys need to head over to our website, check out our new designed shirts and sweatshirts. They come in blue, red, and orange, and they look pretty sweet. And we also have on our hat our new logo. We got the tire changed up some. But yeah, head over to our website, check that out. Also check out our Dirt Warrior windshields. We sell them actually for the Terex 800 as well. The KRX, the Honda Talon, the Ranger.
I got one on my
Can-Am Defender, the XRC.
Got it on the Sport, Maverick Sport.
The Maverick Sport. So we have them on everything. So check those out. What am I leaving out, Dave?
Probably tons of crap, but we'll figure it out later.
All right, let's take a look. So here's the deal. So Ben from Mudlove sent me some Mudshield a little while back. Check that out.
Mudlove Off-Road.
So I wasn't being a procrastinator, I promise. I know I've had this forever, but I've been meaning to do your video forever ago. But we started getting a bunch of rain, and the point that I wanted to see out here is not for the mud. I know it says Mudshield. We have also SC1, that's what we're going to be comparing it against. We've done a similar video like this on Joe's 900 Razor a while back, but without this product. And the thing was out here is, people think it's easy to clean the dust off that we have out here. Dave, is it easy to clean the dirt off?
No, it seems like it just sticks.
Exactly, it's like red.
You clean it, it dries, it's still there.
Exactly, so that's our biggest thing is, it is a lot harder to clean the machines out here than what people think. So I want to see if this product, yeah, the dirt, like the SC1 seems to attach itself to the machine a lot more when you have it on there. But when you go to pressure wash it, it's almost like you don't need anything and it just comes off. That's the nice part about it. But it does like attract a lot of the sand.
The dirt attaches itself to the SC1 as well, so.
Yeah. So I guess that's what we'll be seeing down at the King of Hammers. I'm sure it'll be pretty dusty. And we'll see if the Mudlove attracts the dirt as much. But the key is mainly when we go to pressure wash it, that it just comes off, that we don't have to do much scrubbing. That's the key.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to run some tape down the center of the Kawasaki and in the back. And I'm going to do this side with the Mudlove all over on the passenger side, and this side with the SC1. We'll pull the tape off. We'll leave that little section with nothing on it. And then we will do our trip. We'll get back. We'll do a little review and I'll clean it. And we'll see what happens. So, sound like a plan?
Heck yeah.
All right, so let's get it put on. Okay, so basically, Dave, what's the instructions on that? Light coat?
Says use a couple lighter coats rather than just one heavy coat. Let it sit for a couple minutes and then just basically buff it off.
Headlights. Gosh, I can tell you right now, SC1 smells awesome. But this Mudshield, it like takes it up a notch. Yeah, seriously.
Kind of want to eat it.
Yeah, seriously, this smells excellent.
It smells delicious.
All right, so we're in the back. I decided to tape off the box as well. Dave said he just finally cleaned his Defender after like a million years. Yep. I can't even sleep at night if I leave my machine dirty. As you can see, I've already cleaned that since we came back. So we're gonna get SC1 on the box. We are coating this thing up. Got the Mudshield going on over here. Looking good. Look at how that dries a little bit different. Do you notice that, Dave? That starts drying out a lot quicker than this. Doesn't it? That might be a good thing if it repels or doesn't attract the dirt as much.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. All right, so we got that hit.
Whole side done.
The whole side done, and I have to say, just by putting it on there, it looks pretty good. I like it. Looking good. We'll get it wiped off in a second. SC1 does the same thing. Getting high as a kite. Gonna watch the camera film me. No, I'm just playing.
You need another coat? This is pretty good here.
Yeah. I think we got it pretty evenly coated. Got the SC1 on this side.
How much does a can of Mudlove run, do you know? Do you remember?
That's a good question.
We'll have to look
I should
that up.
look. We should look on the
It's been like
comparison on
6
price.
months since you got it, right?
Yeah. Okay, stop reminding them how bad I am. Ben, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I should have gotten it out sooner.
That hat you got was Garrett feeling bad.
Whatever, we're hooking you up, Ben. You're looking good in the hat.
It does
Looking
look-
good in the
It
hat.
does look good. It's a good looking hat. I didn't even know Garrett was sending it to you.
Heck yeah.
But Garrett's good like that.
I had to send you something, Ben, for contacting, making contact with us, helping us out. You bought some rocker panel switches, holders for your for Rocky, I think is what you call your Terex over there after you did the redo on it. It's looking nice. Love the blue color. Stands out. As you can see, I got mine all in here
All right.
as well. Oh my gosh, dude, I think my floor is like an ice skating rink. That's the only problem with this stuff. So I think we're good. We're all high on fumes. This stuff should be drying down, so we'll go ahead and get it wiped off.
Need to crack the door open for me.
Oh, woo.
It's
It's like the whole, I think I can wipe my car down now too with it.
hazy in here, that's for sure.
All right, so we're all done. We got it applied. We got it wiped down. So now let's go ahead and pull the tape off. Oh, look at that. Look at that difference.
I don't know if that's going to show up on camera. You can
Yeah.
kind of...
Well, you can tell. It's like a racing stripe. Can you find it?
Yeah, barely.
Maybe if you come up this angle.
You can see it on the black better. Let's try it on this side.
Maybe we see it on the box even better in the back.
It's kind
all
of picking it
black.
up.
So if you go down the sides, I mean, it looks, now that we got it all wiped off, is there any difference you see, Dave, from one side to the next? This one looks, I'm just trying to see if
Haven't looked at your
they
side
have
really.
the similar fill. They look like they have a similar look. Mudshield seems a little less greasy. So if I look down this, on the driver's side, and I look down on this side, I think that's one difference I'm noticing a little bit.
Yeah.
Just seems a little less greasy, which would be a good thing because I wanted to attract, as much dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, look what we got here.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
definitely a good stripe there.
Now if you look at the difference between these two, I don't think there's much of a difference on how much it turned it like black. I think it looks pretty equal on both sides.
Yeah, I think
This
so.
one doesn't look blacker than the other or vice versa. But either way, it looks big difference. It'll be interesting to see how the dirt looks here versus these areas on the way out. So anyway, so we got that. And I guess the only thing to do now is you guys jump in for the ride because we're heading to the King of Hammers tomorrow. So we'll get this loaded onto the trailer right now and we'll be ready to go. Anything else, Dave?
Not tonight. Just go to the website. Check out the sweatshirts.
Yep.
Check out the whip mounts we got.
Got whip mounts. We got R1 Industries lighted whips. They're looking nice. We've got Dirt Warriors windshields. We got Rhino lights, premium light bars.
These things are sweet.
And they are sweet. It looks awesome. We've got also the little Rhino lighted whips. We got rock lights. turn some of that stuff
Ooh,
on.
too bright. All right. What's this little light bar here? Is this a Rhino light?
Yep, that's Rhino Light, 8-inch. It's a Creed blacked out series. If you've already watched our light bar video, you probably have seen it in that. If not, that's 8-inch Rhino light bar. It fits perfect in the Kawasaki OEM bumper that you order, and it's set up.
That looks nice.
So it works out perfect, nice and flush. Built in there really nice. These awesome side mirrors will have links. Those are pretty cool.
They're pretty bright. Good option for those who don't want to spend $800 on a Sector 7 light.
Exactly.
These things, they're bright.
And what's cool about it is if you look at these, I also have the same brand Chase bar, and it's in the back.
What are they, X-Spite or something like that?
Spirit or something like that.
X-Sprite, I think,
yeah,
something like that.
So this is the same brand light Chase bar as the side mirrors. It's got built-in backup light when you plug that in. It's got built-in turn signals as well, so it's pretty sweet. And then these have all sorts of modes and all that kind of stuff.
These are Rhinos whips also.
Yep.
Pretty sweet.
Kill that stuff off.
Also, this Tusk mount here for whips or lighted whips, whatever. These things are adjustable. You can tip them different ways. We sell those on the website too.
Yep, they are awesome. They make it really easy to mount that stuff wherever you want. So.
Yeah.
So pretty much we're getting to the point that we sell these tires, we sell Tusk terabytes, we sell all that kind of stuff. We're almost selling everything but our kids, so we're getting there.
That's coming. That's coming soon.
We'll have a lot of kids for sale real soon. So, all right, I don't know. The only thing we have to do is get this loaded.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dave, you ready to go tomorrow?
Yeah. Ready.
Am I clear in the back?
Yeah, the gate will go up.
Yeah, it should be nice. I don't know what they said about weather up there or anything, but yeah, my feet are slippery. They said that the weather was going to be good or bad, or
I don't know. I haven't even looked. Probably gets cold at night.
yep.
Unfortunately, we're getting there later during the race than we wanted to, just due to our schedules, right?
Yeah, but some of that Jeep stuff and the trucks, man, they look pretty cool. I was watching a couple little segments of them qualifying and stuff and running through there. It was pretty nuts.
It's gonna be fun regardless of whether we miss the UTV racing or not.
I think what it's going to do is let us know what we need to do for next year to be there during the right time.
Yeah, Garrett's planning on running this machine next year, right? No?
Yeah, funny, dude.
Come on, dude, it's ready to rip right now.
I had endless money. If I had endless money, it'd
Dude,
be so much easier.
All you gotta do is throw some window nets on that thing and you're golden.
No, you gotta have a different cage.
No, dude, just window nets.
So what I would probably do is take off the nice light bar and stuff, so if I do wreck, I don't destroy all that.
No, it's when you do wreck.
Having, you know, so.
Nah. Yeah, that'd be cool, but probably not gonna happen, huh?
Yeah. Maybe one day we get more support, maybe we could run a machine. So, but that's gonna be for a while.
Would be dope.
It would be fun, that's for sure. All right, so we'll get this tied down and we'll record some of our trip, and we look forward to doing the follow-up after we run this thing in the dirt to see which product is working better. So.
Heading out. Get to hear Garrett singing through our trip.
All right, what's up everybody? We have returned from the King of Hammers. So now we have the fully dirty, dusty, whatever Terex sitting here. So let me show you up real close. So as you can see on the driver's side, there's quite a bit more dust than on the passenger side. The driver's side had the SC1 on it, the passenger side had the Mudshield on it, and it actually looks like it is less greasy than the SC1 because it did not attract as much dust. It was kind of interesting to see the racing stripe there. It had the least amount of dust on it, but by far SC1 did attract more dust than the Mudshield. And if you go down the side, you can kind of see the same thing. The sides almost look equal in dust. It's hard to say, but just by going off of the front hood, you can tell the difference there on what attracted more dust and which one didn't. So you can easily see it in this picture, but the rest of the machine on the sides looked pretty similar. There was some areas that it collected more dust than others. The black area right here looked about the same between the two. The sides looked about the same. But, you know, a lot of people's complaints are that the dust or the sand or whatever attracts to the SC1 or whatever, or the Mudshield, say, when you put it on. But the thing is, it's not really about that. The point is when you go to spray it off, if you have to do less scrubbing to get the dirt off a lot easier and then still have it look good for maybe 2 or 3 washes. That's the key, is just basically less scrubbing, more just water, and then you're done. So that's kind of what we're looking at wanting to accomplish with this product. So we'll go ahead and get this rolled out. We'll get it rinsed down. We'll let it dry off. We'll take another look at it. And then I'll sit down and give you guys my final thoughts about some different products and what I think about the Mudlove versus the SC1 and a few other products I'm going to add in there, cost, all that kind of stuff. All right, so we'll go from there. Also, I noticed when we got back, if you look inside, it's pretty dusty. Everything's really dusty, but I don't think my buddies noticed that I noticed, but I do the same thing. That becomes our trash can area since nobody was sitting there, and it looks like they're a bunch of pigs and they filled it up. So mainly water bottles though, so all good. But anyways, let's get this thing washed off and then we will see what it looks like. Okay, so we got it all washed off with just water. As you can see, there's quite a bit dust still left. So on the driver's side there is the SC1, and then on the passenger side is the Mudshield. And you can tell there's quite a bit of difference. There's quite a bit of dirt still left on the SC1 side compared to the Mudshield side. But overall, there's still dirt left on the machine quite a bit. So just rinsing it with the garden hose, no pressure, no soap or anything like that, really didn't do the trick of washing off the dirt very well. So what we're gonna do is probably run it down to the car wash area and really spray it off. So if you wanna look in the back as well for the comparison, there's the stripe. As you can tell, it collected the least amount of dust. And then if you look on the driver's side, there is a lot more dust buildup on the SC1 side versus the Mudshield side. And you can really tell the difference when you're looking at these two on how much more the SC1 actually collected when it came to dust. So it's kind of interesting. We talked about it earlier in the video while putting it on. It just seemed less greasy, the Mudshield, and it looks like that was the case when it comes to dust sticking to it. So other than that, it all looks about the same in areas, but overall the Mudshield definitely was cleaner, but it didn't really clean up too well with just the garden hose. So like I said, we're gonna run it down to the car wash. We're gonna use a soap spray, pressure wash spray, and then a rinse, and then a soft water rinse, and that's it. And then we'll take a look at it from there and see if it looks better. The goal is basically less scrubbing is key, because these things aren't the easiest to clean when you're getting in all the cracks and all that kind of area. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And I like to have a clean machine, so let's see how easy it is to clean at the car wash. All right, so I'm back from the car wash. As you can tell, so all I did was pressure wash it with soap and then power rinse it and then a soft water And then when I came home, I just dried it with a rag. And overall, without scrubbing, as you can see, it cleaned up pretty well. So it really cleaned up nice. This is all the Mudshield side. And then this is the SC1 side. So if I'm just looking at the two in comparison, there is not a whole lot of difference on how it looks, the finish goes. The black, as you can see, a little bit of the stripe left right there where I didn't have anything. And this side, the black looks about even. So after it's cleaned up, it seems to look about the same. If you fill it, the Mudshield side feels a little bit more slick still than the SC1, but not much difference. Cleaned up after the car wash. It looks really similar to the black and to the areas on the Terex. So, but overall, they both seem to clean up pretty well. But the SC1 definitely held more dirt on it than the Mudlove Mudshield. So very interesting. All right. So my final thoughts on the product. So I've got the SC1. I have been using, like I said before, SC1 for a long time. But now I have the Mudlove Off-Road Mudshield. And I'm gonna have to give this one a definitely thumbs up for the smell. I didn't think it can get any better than the SC1, but it did. Also, here it does talk about it being more greaseless, where I haven't seen that on the high gloss coating of the SC1. So I think with it being just more greaseless, it really did help not to track as much dust as the SC1 did. At the end of the day, they both cleaned up pretty well. I can't knock one or the other for that. I think they both cleaned up pretty well with the high pressure soap and rinse. And overall, they left the machine looking pretty dang nice. But the big thing is, doing some research on this, it did say, so some of this harder plastic and the plastic that you get on your doors, the more you use this, the more it's gonna absorb into that plastic and help keep it darker and repel stuff longer, the more that you use this. So that's pretty cool. The SC1 might be similar to that, I'm not sure, but that is something that's a benefit of Mudshield. The difference in cost is not much. You can be paying, you know, anywhere from, I think about $7 to $10 a can for this. This runs about $11.99. You have shipping and all that kind of stuff. It just depends where you buy it. If you buy it in the full case, you can get it cheaper. So price comparisons are about the same. One thing I did want to talk about is a couple other options that people have mentioned on Facebook. One of them is Pledge. They like to use Pledge, or they like to use WD-40. So the thing is with WD-40, it's something that's been used for a very long time. So I can remember quite a few years ago, my grandfather ran sprint cars. And if I'm not mistaken, they would use WD-40 on their sprint cars to be able to get the clay off and the mud off from the racetrack a lot easier. So they'd be able to scrape it off a lot easier. So they use WD-40 for that, which is similar to what you're doing with these products, especially when it comes to mud, not dust. Pledge, people say that Pledge works really well. It keeps this black, all that kind of stuff. The thing is with WD-40 and Pledge, you're gonna come in right around like the $4 to $6 price point. So it is quite a bit cheaper. But I do have to say, the WD-40, I don't know if it's gonna cause many issues, but the Pledge, I'm not sure how good it's gonna be for your black plastics over time. Same with a lot of other products that you can just buy and try that are made for like furniture polish or whatever, and some of you buy at the dollar store. It might look really good when you do it for a little while, and it might make everything look really black. It might be great, but down the road, over a course of a year of using it or two, you don't know if it's going to damage these black plastics or not. It's hard to say. If you guys know, or you know of how well it holds up after a few years of doing it on the same machine, let us know in the comments below. But also let us know what you think about SC1 and now the new product of Mudshield from Mudlove Off-Road. If you haven't checked them out on Facebook, They got a lot of cool different things that they do. They're also coming out with more products associated around this Mudlove off-road, and they also have a live session about once a week or so, so make sure you can jump on there and join that. But that's pretty much it for our review. If there's anything else you guys like to comment or talk about when it comes to cleaning your machine, let us know in the comments below. And until next time, this is Garrett with Deranged Off-Road.